It's great to see you, sir. Alan, I wanted to talk with you about the action that we're seeing in some of these pot stocks, which are jumping, no doubt, on the latest developments from Washington.
Yeah, it's great to be here, Nicole, and nice to meet you. And this has been quite the year. This is a great day to be talking compared to most of the rest of the year. We got off to a great start, and it's been 7+ months of consecutive declines. And I think we hit rock bottom, it looks like, earlier this week, and it's a V-shaped recovery off those lows.
And look at this move here. I mean, Canopy growth is up 17%. I also saw Aurora's up 18%. So with this news that the U.S. House votes this committee on the bill, this is the first part of the bill to lift the federal ban on marijuana, basically. That's good news, but it's certainly only the first step, because then it has to go to the Senate, and it's my understanding it's not going to the Senate anytime soon.
So I'm with you on that, and I think this is just purely coincidental. I've been watching these markets since 2013, and let me first say how great it is to see Congress finally dealing with some of these issues and kind of showing where we might be headed in the future. But this is dead on arrival in the Senate, so it's great, and I can't say anything negative about the fact that the House wants to do this, and they've done some other things as well in that committee, and they're as well as the Financial Services Committee, trying to address some of the many problems that impact when you have state legal but federally illegal cannabis. But what's going on this week, Nicole, is totally different. It has nothing to do with the House of Representatives Committee. It has to do with liquidity, margin calls, and I'm talking about not only in the stocks, but among the companies as well. A lot of these companies have been to the well a lot over the last few years, and I coined a term for this week. It's the Aurora Cannabis Convertible Debenture Adventure. And I have not seen anything like this. It was a very large convertible note that I had flagged to my subscribers at 420 Investor due in March that was really going to be weighing on the company. So I had no exposure in any of my model portfolios to Aurora, even though I really respect where they have come from and where I think they're headed. They had to deal with this problem. And so what they did was divide the convertible note by two and have two different periods where people could convert at a discount to the volume weighted average price. The selling in Aurora cascaded selling across the rest of the sector, Nicole, but it's getting behind us now.
What do you have when you're doing your investing? If Aurora wasn't it, the concerns about the note being too large, I understand how they divided it up. But what areas do you like within the pot stocks?
So there's several different areas that I've been advising people look at instead of the largest companies in Canada. The largest companies have raised a lot of capital, but I think they're struggling to scale, and they have kind of a mess on their hands at present. And so these things need to be corrected, like Aurora. So one area where I've focused people is on the retailers in Canada. And two of them, Alcanna and Fire and Flower, both publicly traded on the TSX, both trading in the United States over the counter. These companies look very attractive to me, and they've gotten pulled down. There have been some problems in Canada, but these guys are the solution. And the problems are multitudinous, but one of the problems has been a lack of stores, especially in Ontario. And I'm pretty sure Ontario is going to move forward. They've given signals. It's just not official yet. And when they start to open up stores, just the way Illinois is about to open up stores, it's going to be good for the whole sector, but especially the retailers. I also have been pointing people to some of the other LPs, not necessarily the largest ones, but ones that have scaled their revenue and that have more simplified operations. And so that's a second area. And then the third area, and we can talk a little bit about this, the United States is really showing how strong the market is, the operators in the United States. And we've seen some great reports this week from companies exceeding expectations, generating cash flow, things like that we haven't seen in Canada.